Hello, Kelly and everyone. So since you're my lone audience members, I'm going to direct this presentation just to you all. So my presentation today is the 2011-14 Strategic Plan for Information Technology at the California College of the Arts. I realize the point of this assignment is to role play this presentation for executive management, though since most of you aren't familiar with CCA, I'd first like to give everyone some background on the college. So CCA is a private nonprofit art and design school co-located in the San Francisco Bay Area with campuses in Oakland and San Francisco. We have 28 academic programs in the areas of architecture, design, fine arts, and writing. The college was founded in 1907 by Frederick Meyer to provide an education for artists and designers that would integrate both theory and practice in the arts. Meyer's vision continues to the present day. The college was originally named the California College of Arts and Crafts until 2003 when crafts was dropped from the name, and as you might imagine, it was a change that was not met with a lot of happiness by many of our longtime faculty. The Oakland campus is the original campus of CCA and mainly houses the fine arts programs such as sculpture, photography, and glass. The San Francisco campus was established in 1996 and mainly houses our architecture and design programs. One of its most distinctive characteristics is a space we call the nave, which stretches almost 400 feet down the length of the main building and is used for class critiques and exhibitions. It's home to several of our computing labs, 3D rapid prototyping, and a new graduate center which was completed just last year. Our enrollment last year was about 1,800 students. I wanted to start out by reflecting on where we've been and how we've gotten to this point. So I prepared an animated timeline dating back to when the very first computer lab came online at CCA in the late 1980s. I'm just going to take a step back and let you take this timeline in and read through all of the bubbles. So as we get later in this timeline, you're going to notice how the density of activity within IT really starts to significantly increase, probably since about 2005. It should probably come as no surprise how digital-centric we've become in getting to the point that we're at right now. All right, the timeline's just creeping to an end. As you can see, we've got quite a bit of activity as we get to where we are currently. Looking to the future, there are three main areas I want to talk about. The first is more CCA technology, not less. We can be certain there will be more demand, more variety, and increased reliance on technology in CCA's future. We are seeing a move from the monolithic computer as the primary general use tool to an aggregate of network and cloud-based services accessed through a myriad of cheaper, more portable devices. We can expect more demand for integration with consumer technology, various new methods of social interaction, and increased reliance on technically flexible space for education, from the smart classroom to distance learning. We need to be prepared to meet the needs and expectations of our current and future students through a combination of preparation and agility. The second is strengthening CCA's competitive advantage. In order to maintain a competitive edge, we will need to support the creation of an expanding number of CCA services available via consumer technologies such as smartphones and tablet computers, via modern communication paradigms like texting, tweeting, and some that have yet to even be invented. We must continue to support innovation in teaching and learning processes by providing access to both instructional and administrative content from anywhere through a variety of methods and with excellent usability. Finally, the third is incremental improvements within a CCA strategic technology vision. This strategic innovation will take place in addition to maintaining the essential infrastructure on which it depends. Classrooms need to continue to provide laptop-friendly, digitally flexible teaching and learning environments. We must continue to improve access to digital tools, such as access to software for faculty and students, and increased availability and support for equipment circulation. We must ensure that the administrative infrastructure and processes are continually improved to support better recruitment, research, and integration of our web-based tools for an excellent student and faculty experience. Next are our guiding principles for IT, and we've come up with 9 main areas. We are committed to using information technology to help transform learning, research, and community engagement at CCA. We are engaged in continuous partnership with students, staff, faculty, alumni, and trustees in the pursuit of innovative excellence in academic and artistic leadership among our peer institutions. We work with others, coordinating mutual activities and leveraging pooled resources to find IT solutions that are the best for CCA. We collaborate with the CCA community, other colleges and universities around the world, commercial service providers, and others. We contribute and share information which includes open communications, open resources, and open source. We recognize the value of open standards and interoperability, and of sharing applications and knowledge. We promote and use open standards wherever these are appropriate. We support open source communities and contribute to open community source projects. The college's online services meet the needs of the community and should be easy to use with minimal or no training. CCA IT aims to provide the highest possible standard of usability in all of our services. In order to provide the most consistent, unified user experience, we incorporate as many requests for new services as possible into our enterprise resource planning system, DataTel, and require thorough integration where this is not feasible. Using appropriate metrics and benchmarks, we measure the performance, cost effectiveness, and reliability of the services we provide and make this information available to the college community. Working with campus stakeholders, we ensure that IT resources at CCA are used to support the mission, vision, and strategic goals of the college and provide the greatest benefit to the CCA community. Our strategies and investment decisions reflect CCA's diverse priorities and challenges and are implemented through effective IT governance that recognizes both the need for IT leadership and the value of distributed decision-making. We continually balance the need for security and privacy with the need for appropriate access to information and services. We make it easy for everyone to access the information resources they are authorized to use. Finally, the strategies we employ to keep services manageable are A. Standardization, B. A centralized and shared resource model, and C. Incorporation of new services into existing systems where possible. These strategies result in the most efficient use of resources, make the best use of our existing investments, and provide for better integration of all systems as the college grows towards the growth objectives set forth in this IT plan. These 9 areas make up the guiding principles for IT at CCA. In this next slide, I'm going to cover our 4 objectives for IT. This first objective is to refine long and short-term planning processes. This includes improving our operational planning and collaboration by increasing awareness of the role of IT in planning processes at the executive level. We also want to create clear policies and procedures around technology acquisition and adoption, as well as refine our focus for IT governance at the college. Objective 2 covers improvements in support of teaching and learning, including defining, achieving, and maintaining appropriate student-to-resource ratios for resources, such as media equipment, internet bandwidth, and smart classrooms. We also want to evaluate, select, and prioritize appropriate resources to successfully complete a variety of proposed projects, such as increased computing and software support for faculty and a web portal. For Objective 3, we want to enhance our operational excellence. This includes establishing service-level agreements for IT services and defining standards for physical infrastructure, including smart classrooms and network connections. We also want to define and implement strategies for business continuity, disaster recovery, as well as promote and nurture a unified IT culture between college silos. Finally, for Objective 4, we want to deliver services to meet or anticipate the needs of students, faculty, and staff. This includes enhancing and integrating communication and collaboration tools, including smartphones, shared calendars, electronic portfolios, and our new institutional digital repository. I've included in this next slide 2 websites that I thought would be useful resources for additional information. So EDUCAUSE is a nonprofit organization whose mission is to advance higher education by promoting intelligent and thoughtful use of information technology. ACAD is the Association of Independent Colleges of Art and Design and a consortium of 41 leading art schools in the US and Canada, for which CCA is a member school. Finally, these are my 2 references used in creating the IT plan as part of this course. And that concludes this presentation. Thanks, everyone.